From Fear to Love, a reflective guide for our journey. Welcome to Sage's Sanctuary. Dear beloved community, as we gather in the sacred space of Sage's Sanctuary, I invite you to take a deep breath and ground yourself in the essence of love. This sanctuary is a place of connection, transformation, and deep reflection. And today, we're going to dive into the profound journey of moving from fear to love. Fear, my dear ones, is part of the human experience. It can manifest in many forms: anxieties, insecurities, doubts. But what if I told you that within the shadow of fear lies the light of love, waiting to be unveiled? In my own journey, I have discovered that embracing fear has led me to deeper layers of self-love and acceptance. Join me as I share personal stories, insights, and a heartfelt invitation to navigate your own fears. The first step: acknowledgement. The first step on this transformative journey is to acknowledge our fears. I remember a time when I was paralyzed by the fear of failure. It kept me from pursuing my dreams, leading to a cycle of self-doubt that nearly extinguished my spirit. I felt trapped in a cocoon of insecurity, afraid to spread my wings. It was during a particularly difficult season that I began to recognize this fear. I sat in quiet contemplation, reflecting on the things that scared me. I wrote down my fears, holding each one in my hand like a fragile paper bird. In that moment, I realized that these fears were not my identity. They were merely experiences I was going through. This acknowledgement was the first step toward liberation. Transmuting fear into curiosity. Once we acknowledge our fears, the next step is to transform them. Instead of shying away from the fear that lurked in the shadows, I chose to approach it with curiosity. I started asking myself questions. What am I really afraid of? What is the worst that could happen? What opportunities lie beyond this fear? In doing so, I began to uncover the layers of love hidden beneath the surface. When I confronted my fear of failure, I discovered that it was actually a fear of not being enough. This realization was a catalyst for transformation. I learned that each fear held valuable lessons about my worth and my capacity to grow. One heartfelt story of transformation. Let me share a personal story, a crucial turning point where fear met love. There was a time when public speaking made me feel utterly vulnerable. I would dread the whispers of self-doubt that would seep in whenever I stood before an audience. The fear of judgment loomed large, and I often retreated into silence when my heart yearned to express itself. It was during a community gathering where I was gently encouraged by a dear friend to share my story. Trembling yet determined, I stepped forward. My voice quivered, but as I spoke, I felt an overwhelming wave of support and love from those around me. It was in that moment, amidst the fear, I could feel love wrapping around me, coaxing me to be brave. When I finished sharing, the applause did not only echo in the room, but resonated within my very being. I realized that my vulnerability had opened doors to connection, acceptance, and authenticity. That experience taught me that love thrives when we dare to face our fears. Exploring your own fears. Now, dear readers, I invite you to embark on your own exploration. Grab a journal or find a quiet space, and let's investigate together. Ask yourself, what fears have kept me from stepping into my full potential? How might my life change if I chose to confront this fear? What lies on the other side of this fear? Love, acceptance, freedom. Write down your insights and create a space to honor your feelings. It's okay to feel scared. It's a natural part of growth. Allow yourself the grace to sit with your fear and reflect upon it. Inviting transformation. In my experience, the journey from fear to love is not a linear path. It's a dance. There may be times when we slip back into old patterns, but each experience offers a chance to learn and grow. Surround yourself with love, both within and around you. Show up for yourself with compassion as you navigate these depths. One powerful practice I've found is to cultivate gratitude for my fears. For every fear I faced, I tried to recognize the gifts it brought me. This shift in perspective transformed my relationship with fear itself. I began to see fear not as an enemy, but as a wise teacher. Conclusion: the love beyond fear. As we conclude this reflection, I want you to remember that you are not alone on this journey. Each of you holds the power to navigate your fears, transforming them into love and acceptance. Here in Sage's Sanctuary, we are here for one another as we explore the depths of our human experience together. So, my beloved community, I encourage you to take that step. Embrace your fears, listen to their whispers, and allow them to guide you toward the love that resides within you. After all, fear is simply the doorway to deeper self-discovery and self-love. What awaits you on the other side is a love that is extraordinary, transformative, and deeply fulfilling. With love and gratitude, Barbara Mustafa. Sage's Sanctuary.